What's going on, folks? It's your man Jay Will. So I finally got my Xiaomi Mi 8 in. Now there's the Mi 8, the Mi 8 Pro, the Mi 8 Explorer. There's all these different versions of this phone right here. And folks, let me tell you, they're pretty much all the same. The Mi 8 Explorer and the other two have an in-screen fingerprint reader. And this one has a fingerprint reader on the back. So they're pretty much the same phone internally though. And I thought, you know what, I can get any one I want, but I decided to opt for this one. For one, I got it for a really good promo price, and right now it's actually only $400. So when you consider that, you're looking at flagship phones for such low cost. And this phone right here, currently the one I grabbed is I grabbed the 6 gig. Let me make sure I got the right one here. I grabbed the 128 gig. No, I'm sorry. I got the 6 gig, 64 gig model. And that's a personal choice because this was only $365 when I grabbed it. Now it's actually only $400. So in the box here, this kind of fell apart, but you get this little dongle here for your headphones because it doesn't have a headphone jack. That seems to be the norm. You get literature, and then you get a nice case here. I'm not a fan of this clear case, but I'm going to use it for now. And I'll put this all back. And here's the phone itself. I got the blue model, which I'm pretty excited about. Ooh, look at that, folks. That is nice. Oh man, this is nice, man. This looks amazing. Video can't do it any justice. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. We'll get a once over, man. I went with the blue for a reason. But again, you got the dual AI cameras, Snapdragon 845, dual frequency GPS, and a 6.2 inch display, AMOLED at that. And it's 1080p, and you got the Type C, and you got the little charging thing there. And it was my little adapter in there for charging. But let's get this thing opened up here. I'll try on the case. And I'm going to give you a full run through. I'm going to get it set up. We're going to put all this away. I already ordered tempered glasses and cases and everything for this phone. So I'll have it ready to go for you. Let's try on the case before we get going here. Man, that is beautiful. And it's just a clear case. Really nice. Shows off the blue. This phone does have that cutout at the top up there that we know and love so much. This is running MIUI 9, unlike this phone right here. This one is running 10. And I believe this one is gonna get, I know this is gonna get Pi. I think it might already be on Pi. I might start this up and it might jump straight to Pi. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I'm gonna go through the setup here. I gotta get a SIM card and put it in here, because this does get LTE for the US with no problems. So I'm gonna grab a SIM. Take one of my SIM cards out of here, because I'm gonna do LTE speed test for you guys. I always do. There's my T-Mobile SIM card. And we'll get this thing rolling. Rolling. Yeah, we're gonna get it popping for you guys, man. Really enjoy Xiaomi phones, man. I've always rocked with Xiaomi phones. It's nothing new. You guys know that already. We're going to get this thing going for you. Get my SIM card out of there. Alright, so let's take this out and let's put the SIM card in, because this is going to get LTE. It has most of the bands for the US, just like the other phones that I get from overseas. 1, 2, 4, 12, 17, 7, a lot of them. So it'll get full LTE. This is a phone that shout out to Max Lee, man. He loved this phone. He loved this phone, and I didn't get it because of him. I was waiting to get it, but I just I know he pretty much, when he got it, it was $400, and I got it for $365. So I got it for an even better deal than him, and he's had his for a minute. So let's go down and get United States going. This phone is fast, man, like really fast. These phones are getting so good, it's almost impossible to consider buying other phones for me. Some of you guys are afraid to buy these types of phones, but I show them to you for a reason, because I want you to expand and I want you to be able to get some good phones, man. You could save a ton of money. This phone has a Snapdragon 845 with 6 gigs of RAM inside, and it's $400 right now. You can't beat deals like that, man. All right, so we're gonna scan through this and get the setup going on. I'll copy from another Android phone, which I'm gonna copy from that phone over there. A backup from an Android phone. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna sign in here. So I'm not gonna bore you with all of this, but I'm just gonna use this phone right here to do the backup. If I could figure, no, you know what? I'm gonna skip all this. I'm not even gonna show you all that. You don't need to see all of that. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I decided to not do a restore, and I just went on ahead and went through the process. Now, tech spec rundown of this phone, and then we'll give you a hardware tour real fast. Then I'll give you a couple size comparisons, because I know that's what you want to see. So it has a 12 megapixel setup on the rear, which is really sweet. Obviously, it records in 4K on the rear, which is dual 4K on the back, 1.4 microns, or however you say it. And 20 megapixel on the front, which is going to be really nice. I'm going to demo that for you too. You've got a loudspeaker. It doesn't have stereo speakers, but the display is Super AMOLED, just like the Mi Mix 3 Super AMOLED display, and Snapdragon 845. Again, I have the 6 gig of RAM model, but there are several different models out there, and we're gonna give you a walkthrough. The settings, I might not do such a long video this time on the settings. I might just give you a walkthrough of the phone itself, but you just keep watching, you know what I'm saying, and we'll be able to, you'll see exactly what I'm gonna do with this. But let me mirror these buttons for sure right quick, because that's gonna annoy me. But yeah, man, I'm super excited to finally get this one in. So let's take a look at the hardware real quick. This is beautiful, man. Just absolutely gorgeous. Again, I have the 6 gig of RAM model. This has a 3,400 milliamp hour battery inside. It's a very lightweight phone too, man. It's definitely not as heavy as I thought it was going to be, but it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. For a 6.2 inch display, I thought, this, it might be a little bit smaller, but the bottom and the top are a little bit larger than normal. But I'm going to leave the cutout on at the top. I'm rocking with that. That's cool. I'll take this away though. Don't need that. Don't need that. I'm going to be changing these wallpapers out and stuff like that. But I'm really, oh man, it's got one of my favorite joints. All these pre-installed Xiaomi wallpapers are fire, man. They are the hotness. I love it, man. I love the pre-installed wallpapers. Look at the screen and how beautiful that is, man. That AMOLED display is the truth. It is the truth. It is something that Xiaomi does very well. When it comes to displays. Like, look at it right here. This is the obviously this is the Mi Mix 3, but I mean, it's just gorgeousness. This is a 6.4 inch display, and obviously this is 6.2, but this is all screen right here, so that's what makes this one a little bit more appealing. But we'll get into the comparisons like that in a second. But I got the blue model, and it comes in white and it comes in black. It just shimmers, man. So you have the fingerprint reader on the back right here. Again, the dual camera setup, Type-C on the bottom, only one loudspeaker right there, SIM tray over here, and a microphone up top, and then volume and power button over here, and nothing on that side. And then again, you got a speaker up top with the 20 megapixel and proximity sensors. So I think this phone is going to be really, really nice, man. I don't foresee me not liking this, because I like Xiaomi phones, but this phone is hot, man. It is nice. I don't know why I'm saying that. I was trying to activate some kind of service, but let's get into a speed test real quick, because this does work on T-Mobile, LTE and AT&T and all that. And so I'm going to just download the speed test app first, because I always rock with the speed test app for you guys now, because a lot of you guys always ask about the network, but you guys also start picking out what it doesn't have, and that's your choice, man. If you want to waste energy, you know what I'm saying, these phones don't cost a lot, And I'm not trying to convince you to buy it. I'm just showing you what I choose to purchase over time because I really love tech like that. So let's get into a quick speed test real quick. I'm gonna download the speed test with the network. You just pop in your SIM card and then you're good to go. It'll start downloading it, and you can kind of get some sense of how fast it's downloading this stuff right now. And then I'll get into a brief overview of the settings. It's not going to be much different than the settings on the other phones that I've shown you from Xiaomi. But this is what it is. So here's what I'm getting right now, right as I speak. The display is HDR10 compliant, man, and that is so nice. That is nice. Really nice. This is the global version, so the bands that this one has, obviously this is a global phone, so it has 1 2 3 4 5 7 8 12 17 20 34 38 39 40 41. Obviously it doesn't have band 30 and it doesn't have band 66 or 71, but again, most carriers are riding band 2 and band 4. And some places are riding band 12. Folks, as long as you have band 2, 4, and 12 on T-Mobile, you are set. And also band 7 is another good one too. But as long as you have, because I mean, consider this now, most companies are still riding the old system and they're just boosting those towers, adding low band. So don't be fooled by, people thinking that you can't use these phones in the US. You do what you want to do, but I'm gonna continue to tell you the truth. And I'm telling you that this phone, like many other phones, can work in the US. So let's wipe this off once more. Let me give you a size comparison next to the beauty that I just brought in the other day. Look at that shimmer. Whew. All right, so next to the Mi Mix 3, now remember the Mi Mix 3 has a 6.3 inch display, 6.4 inch display, and this one has the 6.2, and you can see it's just about the same size. It's not that much different. Beautiful. They kind of look the same from the back. So now let's bring in the OnePlus 6T. And these are just the phones that I have by me for the moment. You know what I'm saying? I have a ton of phones, pretty much the same size as the OnePlus 6T. Well, it's actually smaller. The OnePlus 6T is a little taller. But if I stand it up next to this one right here is a little taller than the OnePlus 6. Yeah, same narrowness and everything. Now let me bring in my homie. Oh, love this phone right here. Super small next to this right here. It's crazy right there. But there it is, man, next to the Mi Mix 3. I'm telling you, the displays on these phones are just awesome. Awesomeness, man. Just awesome. I keep my phones on auto. As you can see, where the brightness is, it's cranked up a little bit higher on this one for some reason, because I guess it's hitting that light up there. But there it is, man. These are absolutely gorgeous. I'm telling you. I will give you a full rundown of this phone too. Currently using this phone right here with my main SIM card, and this one has my secondary SIM card. But no issues so far for those that have been asking. I've already got 2 videos out on this phone right here. But this phone right here is going to be a killer phone to use, man. I'm just way too excited to finally get this in-house. I've been waiting on it. It actually shipped really fast, man. It didn't take a long time to ship. Not at all. It didn't take a long time to ship, and it shipped out like the next day when I bought it. So I was pretty excited about that. But the phone itself, man, it's a great looking phone. I'll show you some camera samples right here in the office. It's late at night. I'm not going to go downstairs and go outside, but I'll show you some video footage right here and some camera samples right here. I think you'll be pretty impressed with what you see. So, all right, folks, this is a quick front-facing video from this 20 megapixel camera on here. I think it's looking pretty good. Looking through the viewfinder, it looks okay. Make sure I try to turn off beauty mode and all that kind of stuff. So let me know what the audio sounds like. I know it sounds good, but you just tell me what you think. Getting into the camera real quick though. No, you don't need my location. The AI cameras, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's got the same camera setup on most Xiaomi phones right now. So you got the AI setup. You just hit the AI button up there. You've got portrait, obviously, which is just great. You got the studio lighting and all that stuff going on. And obviously you have square, panorama, video, short video, regular photo. So let's get into the settings up here for the video. You got time lapse, slow motion, same thing, man. And you got 4K video on here. You got 120 frames per second at 1080p, which is really nice. You get 1080p at 240 frames per second. That's actually pretty doggone good, man. That's pretty good. Image stabilization, obviously. Yeah, so it's going down. You can also, it says, oh, it's telling me that to have it on that. I'd have to change to 1080p, but yeah, cannot video, 4K video is not supported with 120. Yeah, we know that. But yeah, man, it's going down, man. This is going to be really nice. Really been waiting on this phone. I'm going to take some front-facing video or front-facing photos and everything and put them in this video, somewhere in this video. But it's got the 2 times, and then you can zoom 8 times more than likely. But this is going to be a good look. Super excited to finally get this bad boy in. I have been waiting on it. A little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, and I know it's just because of that bottom portion right there. But still, this is a good look. Super excited to finally get this thing in, man. I couldn't wait to get it in. I ordered both of these. I actually ordered this one first, I think, and this one shipped right out of this one the next day. And but yeah, it's gonna be going down, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video and first impressions. Really impressed with this, man. This phone just released in June, you know, so hasn't been out 6 months yet. You know what I'm saying? We're going on, it's been out for about 5 months or so. It's amazing how phones seem to be considered old already, but phones like this, man, are definitely, now think about all these phones on the table have a Snapdragon 845, right? This one costs the least of all of them. This one costs the least of all of them. Yeah. So you consider, you know, what you want to spend your money on. I don't never tell people how to spend their money. I'm just telling you, good deals are out there. You just have to go and get them. You know, you don't want to take a risk, don't take a risk. But on this channel, I'm going to always tell you the truth about the phones that I'm pulling in. As much as I know, like just reading it right off the paper, if there's a mistake being told to you, I'll come back and correct it. But I'm telling you, several people who have reviewed this phone in the US and they love it. And I'm hoping I'm going to be another one of those people who really enjoy the phone. So it's your man Jay Will. This is the Xiaomi Mi 8 global version right here. So you know you're getting all that LTE goodness. I already did a speed test. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.